PMU Artists. In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly why your Instagram followers aren't booking your PMU treatments, why it's not your fault, and if you stick until the end, I'll also be showing you the hidden booking pipeline that my client's using right now to hit six figures without even touching Instagram. So with that being said, I don't want there to be any fluff in this video, so let's just get straight into it. Okay, so basically there's two simple reasons as to why your followers aren't actually booking. I'm going to be showing you both of those. So yeah, let's just get into the first one. So the first one is that your followers, like basically if they even if they did want to book you, most of them probably can't even actually do that. So let me explain what I mean. Most of your followers right now, 60, 70, even 80% literally could not even book you even if you paid them or like something crazy like that. Because you might have, 500, 1,000, even 5K followers right now. But the truth is, how many of them are actually in your city, like even within driving distance? Because, the thing is that Instagram is a global platform. So, especially if, due to the fact that 75% of the world's population speaks English, then, your posts and thus your followers are literally able to reach basically anyone, like three-quarters of the world's population. So, when you see these figures, the chances are that most of your followers are actually just unable to book. And that might be like a kind of crazy new perspective, but I suppose, when you look at it like that, most like your post could literally be reaching anyone in the world. The chances are that your followers, could not, even if they're in like the USA, for example, but a completely different state, like the chances are is that they can't even like, reasonably drive to actually book you and go to your studio. So they could just be following you because they like seeing, brow before and afters, or for example, or like they're learning more about the process, or they're just curious in general, and you may actually be educating them, and like you may be doing a good job in terms of educating them and getting them ready to book, but they won't book with you just because they're probably not even close to you, because they'll just find someone else nearer to them when it comes time to like for them to actually book and they want to book. So basically, you're working for free in this case, like educating your audience only for like another PMU artist, basically competitor in a different area of the world to take their money. So that's reason number one. Instagram is global, the business is local, so there's like a mismatch there. So Instagram, it really isn't the right platform. Obviously, I'll be going more into depth on that in just a sec. So yeah, it's not really your fault. It's not your post. It's just the platform itself. Yeah. So now going on to reason number two. Just before I do that, if you are wondering why there's a bit of background noise, basically I'm not in my usual place, as you can see. I'm not sure if you can see the sea over there. But yeah, I'm basically at my grandma's house in Italy. So, but we're recording the video anyway to get out to you guys just 'cause it's valuable and I do want to show this to you. But yeah, if it's a bit louder in the background, that's why. Okay, so now going into reason number two is that Instagram is an attention-based platform and not an intent-based platform. And I'll explain what I mean. So the reason I'm going to be explaining this is just because it's really important because PMU artists that have understood the difference between attention and intent-based platforms, they're printing five-figure months right now. So keep watching basically, because Instagram is an intention-based platform, like I said before, and basically its goal is to keep users on its platform for just as long as possible, which is why, they introduced Reels a couple of years back, because they just want to maximize how much time people are spending on their platform, which is currently a lot, so they're doing a good job. So basically, we have likelihood of engagement here with your posts, and then, the likelihood of them becoming a follower. So it's kind of like a funnel. So the more likely they are to engage in the content, the chances are that, they're more likely to become your follower. So that means that, your followers are those who are more likely to keep watching your content for as long as possible, because that's what Instagram wants. So if it sees that, people are watching your content for a long time, they're going to push you more. So chances are, as that person sees you more, then obviously they're going to end up following you. So the goal, I mean, kind of the target here that's achieved by Instagram is, they're going to keep on giving you their attention, which is what Instagram wants. But what Instagram doesn't really care about is whether or not they're actually going to give you your money. So basically, they're just going to push you to people who are going to give you most of their attention. They're going to watch most of your content and most likely follow you by that extent, but not the people who are most likely to book you. So there might be people who aren't really interested in actually booking you down the line, or people who aren't, maybe they're the wrong sort of demographic for the services that people usually serve, so they won't end up booking you, or maybe they don't have the budget for your services. But the point is that they're giving you they're giving you like the attention, which is what Instagram wants. So then Instagram is going to push you more. So then they're more likely to become your follower, but not more likely to give you their money just because if they're not the right fit, then that won't happen. So because like I said, Instagram doesn't really care about that. All they want is for people to keep watching your content. So that's reason number two, as to why you're not getting bookings, from your followers right now. It's likely just because, your followers are just people who engage with your content the most, but not necessarily people who are actually going to book. Just because Instagram is an attention-based platform, so it's poor for actually getting clients. Okay, so now going on to the solution, if you were able to attract people, with the like intent on an intent-based platform, basically to like people with the intent to get permanent makeup, if that makes sense. I'll clarify in a sec. Well, obviously those people would be, people who actually end up booking just because they actually want to book. They have the intent to book instead of just, the intent to give you their attention. So basically, instead of targeting people who just want to scroll, if you attract the people who just want to book, obviously, I mean, I guess kind of blatantly obvious that then you'd be obviously getting a lot more bookings and you'd be hitting six figures. Because if you could attract people with the highest likelihood of booking, then obviously you'd funnel that down to, having more clients. So basically, this is exactly what the hidden booking pipeline that I mentioned at the start of the video, what it actually is. Because basically, once you're able to, center your marketing strategy around intent and targeting people who are actually like just about to book, permanent makeup with someone near them, if you could target those people instead of people who are just willing to give you their attention to them, like become your follower but not actually book, then then you'd start hitting 10K a month. So let me explain exactly how you can actually do that. Okay, so a hidden booking pipeline means showing up, right when someone is ready to book your services. So basically, instead of making content to just gain their attention, you show up first when they are like literally searching for your services, and I'll explain what that means like concretely in just a sec. Because wouldn't it be so much easier to get someone to book with you, when they want what you can give them right now, which is like permanent makeup, and instead of them just like doom scrolling at 1 a.m. just like for entertainment. So where would you go, like you personally, if you wanted something now and you wanted to find it now because you needed it right now? Well, of course, you go to Google. That's what, 90% of the world would actually do. So, of course, it would be logical to show up right in the first position of Google, when someone's searching like permanent brows, San Francisco or like your location when they're, ready to book and they're searching for the treatment in your location. Well, of course, it'd be logical to show up first because then they'd probably click you. Because if someone if someone wants to book now and you show up first, then you're naturally the most convenient option because you're right at the top. You know, there's kind of that like bias that you're probably the most trusted, so they're obviously going to click on you. So the way you show up first all the time on Google when people are ready to book and then have the intent to book, above your competitors that may already be like up in the search rankings organically, with like SEO and Google optimization and that stuff, is by running Google ads. So with Google ads, you'll be at the top, all the time above them, so above people ranking first with SEO. So you'll be like above, you'll be first. Like if someone searches PMU San Francisco or wherever you are, then you'll be like absolutely first at the top. So I highly recommend that you do run Google ads, and hopefully this video has made sense as to why like I recommend that you should be running them. So if you do want to actually run them and learn how to do that, because obviously I do want to show you that, I don't want to just tell you what to do and then not actually show you. So there is a step-by-step video on my channel, and it will be linked straight after this video. Like just when this video ends, you'll see the video that you can click on it. And I literally give you my highest performing campaign like template in there for you to just steal and just get stellar results, hit six figures, and never need to post on IG again. So that will be showing up in just a second. It's probably already on the screen like right now. So yeah, just click on that if you do want to learn how to run Google ads, and yeah, never to post on Instagram again, and instead center your marketing around intent instead of attention, because attention doesn't get you money, but intent does. And yeah, that's it for today. Bye bye.